Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 5 of the Literally Podcast with Jacen and Jacen.
Oh, yeah.
We have made it through 5 episodes, one with a guest, and the rest just by ourselves. And this week, we are going to be by ourselves. But next week, we should have another guest.
We should have another guest, hopefully.
Which will be fun.
We'll see how that goes.
If you guys have been enjoying these podcasts, please share them with as many people as you can, because our views are starting to fall a bit, and we want to put this podcast, we want to get it as high as possible, because we really enjoy doing it.
We enjoy doing it.
And so if you guys enjoy listening to it, then share it with everyone. Share it with all your friends. Put on your Snap stories, whatever else.
Put it everywhere.
Advertise it.
Facebook.
For us.
Even MySpace, which no one uses, but if you do use that, then
some people use MySpace. Although I looked at MySpace the other day, and I was like, what am I looking at?
I did too, but
it's very funny to look at. But yeah, so if you're, I know it is kind of old, but even on MySpace, if you want to put us on there, then go for
it. Go on MySpace.
Well, whatever you want to put us on, we will accept. So thank you for listening. For all of you OG listeners, James, I see you. OG listeners, thank you. Singapore, Ireland, we got some from Ireland now.
Some people from Ireland.
Thank you for listening, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show. So this week should be interesting. We've got So first things first. The Would You Rather and the rankings are both going to be with Jacen again, because I had to prepare for my SAT this entire week.
Yeah,
which I took today. So I didn't have enough time to come up with
my
stuff.
SAT that was supposed to be next month was canceled. So I'm a little bit sad about that.
Yeah, but so Jason's going to be doing that stuff today or this week, and then also this week is a big focus on movies. So if you guys are big movie fans, you're welcome. If you're not so big movie fans, you should still listen because we're entertaining.
Yes.
But
there you go.
But yeah, just a forewarning, this entire episode is basically giving movies. So this should be fun.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good movies that are coming out that you guys need to know about. All right. So with that, I think we can start with the Would You Rather. Because we always start with that.
No, we gotta do it at the end.
We always start with Would You Rather.
I know, I'd rather do it at the end though.
Nah, do the beginning.
All right,
do it now.
You want to do it now? Okay, we'll do it now.
Okay.
So let's see if you know what these things are, because hopefully you do know what these things are. So, would you rather join the Mongols in invading China from the other side of the Great Wall of China, or voyage on the Silk Road from west to east during the medieval times?
So this is different than last week.
This is different because I kind of didn't like the would you do it, yes or no? Because you could just say no, and that's kind of lame. So you have to kind of choose in between them. So I did that.
Okay, so do them again.
So, would you rather join the Mongols in invading China, like passing through the Great Wall of China with Genghis Khan, the only person who actually was able to do that, or voyage on the Silk Road from west to east during medieval times? Not the dark web one. So, do you know what that is?
I don't know what the Silk Road is.
So, for those of you that do not know what the Silk Road is, it has two meanings. The one, which is the dark web one, which is the drug trade, which is illegal.
We're not doing that.
We're not talking about that one. We're not talking about that one. We're talking about the Marco Polo one. The one from Turkey, roughly, to China. Marco Polo spent 24 years of his entire life traveling from the Venetian Empire, which basically is Greece. It's not actually Greece, but that's where it was in the general area, and from there all the way to China walking, pretty much.
Wow, that's a long walk.
With like a cart and some camels, or I don't know exactly how he did it, but generally that's what it is. The Silk Road was named after silk. I can't remember exactly why. I think it was because Western traders wanted to trade with silk mostly from China, because they were good producers of that. So there you go. That's your little history lesson.
With Jacen.
With me.
I think I already know what I'm going to answer for this. I think I'm going to go with... This is kind of contradictory of what I said last week. Because last week I said I wasn't really into the whole fighting thing because I was worried. Well, this week I want to fight. So I'm going to go with the Mongols because, first of all...
Why?
Because I think the Mongols are, like, super badass.
They are.
And so is Genghis Khan. He's a little scary.
He's very scary.
But I think fighting with him, bro... Easy.
He killed the most people in history.
That's true, but...
That is true.
You know what?
Very scary, though.
Being on his side is better than being against him, right?
Yeah, actually, that is true. That is true.
And I think invading the Great Wall of China, bro...
That is pretty cool.
That's cool.
You ever seen that movie, The Wall?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
It's like it's super cool. They like invade the wall, but like they do like some crazy stuff where they use like grappling hooks. And it's some cool stuff. That was a cool movie.
I think I've seen a scene from it.
Yeah,
I think it's like they use like that. They use the archers on top of the wall. Yeah, I've seen. I've seen.
Those, like, weird
it was like one of the beginning
thingies,
scenes. I think.
But it was a pretty cool movie. But
it's a cool movie. You should
I
check
think.
it out.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
I mean, because I know. I was just reading a little bit. I think I saw that like they were trading gold and silver and stuff on the Silk Road and like you know getting rich and all that. Cool, but like it's the Great Wall invading with the Mongols, bro.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's true. I think I would do the Silk Road because I think fighting and all that kind of stuff. I think that's pretty cool. But I like seeing things and being rich while I see them. So, so I probably would do the Silk Road because a lot of a lot of Silk Road traders made a lot of money, but also they got robbed a lot. So it's kind of a little bit of a mix there. But I think, if I was on the Silk Road, I would be one of those robber people. I'm not going to lie. That's so much better than, having to trade with other people. But I mean, that still is pretty cool.
Okay, but like, could you imagine like pulling out an AR-15 in front of Genghis Khan?
That would be pretty cool.
He would think you're like the coolest person in history.
Bro. He probably would because he doesn't even know what guns are.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like a king.
They didn't even invent
Genghis Khan respects me. He bows down to me.
No cap.
Yo.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool.
That would be insane.
Genghis Khan's cool though. He's fat, little fat guy. Did you know?
Still powerful though.
One in, it's an absurd number, like 100 or something like that, are related to Genghis Khan, in Mongolia. Like 1 in 100 people are related to him because he had like kids with so many women and because he was like the most powerful.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the most powerful people to ever live.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Yeah.
Like most people have heard of Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
And just like when you think of Genghis Khan, you think powerful guy.
Or scary guy.
Scary, powerful guy. Yeah. Well,
those people are scary. Well,
do you have another one?
No, I do not.
Oh,
I only had one. Okay. I only had time for one. I was doing
That's cool.
work.
All right. Well, into the movies we go.
Oh yeah. A lot of good movies coming up.
So,
will not lie.
In the interest of time and not getting too boring, we decided to do 3 each, which is still a lot, but
yes.
I guess I can go first because you just did the Would You Rather. So I have 2 DC movies to share with you, and then 1 off-brand movie to share with you.
Okay.
So I guess we'll go with the DC first. I will start with the Batman. So this is actually interesting because the Batman. First of all, Robert Pattinson, who plays Bruce Wayne Batman, got COVID.
Did he actually?
And so
they
had to stop production for a while, and then it got delayed to 2022 anyways because of COVID. And
he is actually cured of COVID now. He's done. He's done.
Yeah, obviously
he's done it. Yeah.
Of course he's cured. I mean, if he still had it, that'd be a bit scary.
Yeah.
But so that got pushed back. Black Adam and the new Shazam movie both got pushed back. Black Widow got pushed back.
A lot of movies got
Suicide Squad. Pretty much every movie's gotten pushed back.
A lot of movies got pushed back
because if they're not showing, what's the point of working so hard and spending so much money on a movie that you can't put in theaters?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how much revenue these companies are going to lose if they don't put their movies in like actual theaters?
They lose a lot of money.
Because
Regal lost like billions of dollars.
Exactly, and like movie theaters are going to lose a lot of money because they're obviously not selling tickets, they're not selling snacks, they're all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. They're overpriced snacks.
Exactly.
They're $50 big box of popcorn.
So these movie companies are like, yeah, we need to push back so that they can actually get shown in theaters. But anyways, that's besides the point. The Batman is a bit hasn't come out with like an actual plot yet, but they do know some of the cast and crew. So
they have a trailer, I thought.
They have a trailer. No, it wasn't like a. It was a trailer, but it wasn't like a very revealing trailer.
No, it wasn't.
I've seen the trailer. Like
those weird.
Some people didn't even know who like the main villain was from the trailer.
Bat ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say so. The Riddler and the Penguin are both in it, and the Riddler looks really scary in that. The whole movie just looks dark.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a scarier Dark Knight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it'll beat the Dark Knight. I think the Dark Knight.
No, you can't. You can't beat the Dark Knight.
I don't think you can beat that.
I don't think like.
Obviously,
the Dark Knight. Obviously, the Dark Knight was the best out of the entire trilogy, but like that trilogy was pretty OG.
Who was Batman? Christian Bale was Batman.
Christian Bale.
Yeah. Oh, you
Batman
can't beat
Begins was
that.
a good one too.
You
With
can't beat that one. Yeah, Batman Begins with Bane.
No, that was not Bane.
That was not Bane.
That was the third.
Which one was
That was Dark Knight Rises.
Dark
I think
Knight
it was called.
Rises was Bane.
Yeah, the first one was
Batman Begins. Wasn't that was that before or after?
Batman Begins was first because it's got the word begins in it.
Yeah, right.
And then
That
it's
makes
Dark
sense.
Knight, and then it's the Dark Knight Rises.
I wasn't sure.
And-
if it was I watched Batman Begins. I was not a fan. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was that good, but I thought it was okay.
Oh wait, hold on. I know who the main. Who's like, he was Batman's teacher, but I also think he was the villain, but I'm not sure. I
don't know.
Dang it!
Oh,
I feel like an idiot right now. I know who it is.
I don't know. I'm looking it up so that way I can figure it out. Oh, I know who it is.
I know because I've also watched the TV show Arrow
Yeah.
on Netflix, and he was in season 3. He was the main villain in season 3, and
so
I literally feel like an idiot
I
right
do
now.
know who. Okay, so that actually makes sense because I can see that.
Oh, dude!
I do remember that.
What? It's
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow's in Batman Begins?
Scarecrow. Yeah, that's not
who I'm thinking of.
He's not the main villain.
Well, he might be the main villain. I actually wasn't
so.
sure who the main villain was, but I know that Batman's teacher in Batman Begins was
I
dude.
don't know Batman's teacher.
Hold on. I can't think right now.
I don't know. All
Hold
I've
on.
seen
Hold
is,
on. Ra's al Ghul. Dang it.
Ra's al Ghul.
I know that. I should have known that. Yeah, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul. I don't know how you
Ra's
say
al
it, but
Ghul. Yeah.
he's
okay,
he's the headmaster of the League of Assassins, and yeah, he trained Batman.
Okay.
That's how I know from Batman Begins. But yeah, that entire trilogy, I don't think this will beat that, but it does look good.
Really good cast. I don't remember it being that good.
Batman's always been like the best movies from DCU, in my opinion.
Like the newer Batman movies, not like any of that old stuff. Well, I mean, the old stuff was still pretty good.
Yeah. But and then so Penguin's played by Colin Farrell, Riddler's
Wait, really?
played by Paul Dano. So I don't know actors that well.
I
should be
I don't know who that is.
It should be pretty funny.
Funny.
No,
What? You just said it was gonna be funny.
No, I'm saying what is gonna be funny is Andy Serkis playing Alfred. I think that's gonna be funny. He was Ulysses Claw from Black Panther and Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
He was like that crazy guy from those movies, and so he's also what'd you say he was from as well?
He's from Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
I forget
he's
who
pretty
he plays
funny.
in Planet of the Apes.
I think it's pretty funny just seeing him as Alfred.
I think he is the ape from Planet of the Apes, but I don't actually know because I haven't seen any of those really.
Oh, okay.
Which
Obviously,
don't hate on me if I haven't seen Planet of the Apes because I know a lot of people who actually watch them really like them for some reason.
yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't see Planet of the Apes either. Honest, I just never.
I think I've
really
seen the
got
first
into
one, and I was not a fan. I think it's weird. I think it's a weird movie.
it. Yeah.
Like apes taking over. I think it's kind of like a. I don't know. I don't know how you would say that. It's like zombies. It's like a zombie movie, but a little bit better. I mean, the CGI in that movie is really good.
That's true. Yeah.
really
I
good.
back that.
I think he plays Caesar, the main monkey, the big monkey, the monkey that he tests on. Because it's like Mark Wahlberg is the guy.
Yeah.
The actual guy.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't remember 100%.
I mean, I still wouldn't know because I didn't see the movie, but
Yeah, I
I'm
haven't
assuming
seen it either,
he
so-
did good in it.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm assuming Commissioner Gordon is in it as well.
Yes, he is.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense. Selena Kyle was played by Zoe Kravitz, which looked like a decent casting.
That's a good cast.
Yeah, and then also Carmine Falcone is in it, which should be pretty fun. He's like a mob boss. He's run.
Sounds very Italian. So I'm gonna go with, he probably is.
He's not necessarily like he's a villain, but he's not like a Penguin or a Riddler type of villain.
No.
He's just a big mob boss, and he's basically like So I watched some YouTube videos on the Batman, the Telltale series Batman, and from that they said that Falcone ran Gotham with Bruce Wayne's father, and they were like mob bosses together, which Bruce Wayne didn't know. I don't know if that's like from comics or if that was like a. I'm not
a comic. It could be an off.
Yeah.
Like an off.
I'm not a Batman connoisseur, but that's the most I've seen. So.
Connoisseur.
Oh wait, there's a.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Gordon's played by Jeffrey Wright. That should be good.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be a good movie. I'm just upset that everything's getting pushed back.
Robert Pattinson, the Batman for this movie. I think that was actually a really good choice. I think I'm a fan of Robert Pattinson. I think even though he played in the Twilight movies, which I'm not a fan of, not because of the fact that I'm a boy, and I don't think, that doesn't really suit me, but I know some people that are like fans of Twilights that are guys, so don't come at me saying, oh, dude. I think Robert Pattinson's a really good actor, and I think he would be a good Batman. I think he's kind of young to be a Batman, though. He looks younger than he really is, and I think he looks kind of young for a Batman. I mean, Christian Bale looked young for a Batman when he was doing it. So I don't know.
I think Pattinson will fit. However, I don't like the new Batman design. I don't like his suit design. Like, because don't the ears like go straight up now?
It's like shorter.
Or it's like shorter. They've always gone straight up, but I mean like shorter. And then also like his mouth area is like completely exposed. I don't like that. It looks weird to me.
Well, okay, so it looks kind of dumb.
Yeah,
not
so like
gonna lie, it looks kind of dumb.
It's kind of hard to explain if you're just listening, but like usually like in the Christian Bale in that series, it was just his mouth showing, and it was like kind of covered on the sides as well. But now it's like the entire mouth is like widened out. Let me see. It's kind of hard to explain.
No, it's more like, okay, so in like the new Batman,
you see how like you see the sides of Christian Bale's suit go down and cover, but like now it's like all the way out.
So in the new Batman movie, his cheeks aren't covered. Exactly. But in the older Batman movies, his cheeks are.
I liked it better when they
were.
Not
much of a difference, but it kind of does.
It just looks weird to me.
It does look kind of weird. It does look kind of weird, and plus the ears look weird. They're too thin and spiky. Yeah, they look right.
I guess that doesn't really bother me as much. It was more the face thing. I don't know. I just don't like it.
I don't know. I think it's weird because it looks like he's wearing goggles.
I know.
Just kind of funny looking. Well, I think it'll still be a pretty good movie. Yeah, it's gonna be dark.
And besides the fact that it looks a bit weird, but you know what? That's fine. All right. Next we have Black Adam.
Oh yes.
I am super excited for this movie. I don't know what it is. I just feel like The Rock just like fits. I feel like he just totally fits as Black Adam, and he's a big buff, scary dude, and like imagine him with going against Shazam. Who played Shazam? I can't. My brain doesn't work today.
I don't know. I didn't watch that movie. I didn't watch Shazam. I didn't think it was going to be that good.
Really? But it was really good.
I think I actually no. I have watched Shazam. I didn't pay attention to it though. So
it's a funny story about Shazam.
Anything. I can't remember anything that happened to Shazam. Yeah. I just know that the kid turns into a guy. And that's it.
Zachary Levi. He's a funny guy. Funny story about him. He actually played one of Thor's friends in Thor. And then he auditioned for the role of Thor, but didn't get it. It was either Thor or Loki he auditioned for.
He couldn't be Thor.
But he didn't get
Loki, I can see him being Loki, but I cannot see him being Thor, like, at all.
But then he got the role of one of Thor's friends. I can't remember which friend it was.
Whatever one.
And then he ended up getting cast for Shazam because he did a good job. So that's cool. But could just imagine him going against.
I think it works together because the fact that Black Adam is played by The Rock, and The Rock is a funny guy. The Rock is a really funny guy. So I think having two funny guys in a movie will work. I don't think Black Adam is going to be a very serious movie. I think it's going to be more...
I disagree.
Really?
I do. I think because Black Adam is meant to be a serious anti-hero. So, because he's got a tragic past of like... And he was like sent to prison or something, and then he got out of prison. I don't know, because he always had powers, I think, and then he was like using them for the wrong reasons. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, something like that. But it should be a new dynamic for The Rock to be playing a more serious guy.
The last time a funny guy got played a serious role, it didn't end well. Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is by far the worst Adam Sandler movie. Look, you can say some other Adam Sandler movies are bad, okay? You can say other Adam Sandler movies are bad. Look, Uncut Gems was bad. I didn't like it at all. I couldn't understand a single thing that was going on in the movie. I couldn't follow the plot at all.
What is that about?
Usually I'm really good at following the plots of movies and I can understand what's going on in the movie. But in this movie, I pretty much had zero clue of what was going on. And on top of that, it was so suspenseful. You didn't get to relieve stress at all throughout the movie. The entire movie left you in suspense. That was probably done on purpose, but there was no stress reliever at all in the movie. Like, the entire time you're just building up stress, and I couldn't handle it.
It got 7.5 stars.
I know, because people think it was... Critics say it was good, which I understand but critics aren't, I don't like...
They're not always
critics
right.
can't do what
they have their own
do.
opinions. Everyone has their own opinions.
It's a very, very
I'll have to watch
serious movie. And for Adam Sandler to be in a very serious movie like that, it's just weird. It's just because I think the movie would be better if it didn't have Adam Sandler in it. If it had somebody else.
Actors are a big part of movies.
It was too serious of a movie for Adam Sandler to be in it. I didn't... It's not a complicated movie. It's simple to understand what is supposed to happen in the movie, but while you're watching it, you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
So
honestly, I think The Rock can play a serious role.
I think he can. I think we'll see how that goes.
What I do think will happen is if there's ever a crossover, which there probably will be a crossover between Shazam and Black Adam, I think there probably will be jokes cracked between both sides because it just makes sense.
Yeah, you can't have
because
crack a joke. He'll crack a joke in the movie. You know he will.
Maybe in Black Adam, he probably will at least once or twice, but I think overall
that's
Black Adam
gonna be one
will
of those movies where it's
movie.
like a drama, but they crack jokes in it sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of a movie that would do that, but for right now, it's definitely gonna be one of those movies. Like it's not gonna be like a Guardians of the Galaxy kind of movie where the whole thing is funny, but it's gonna be like a ooh. I'm
reading. So yeah, I'm reading the whole plot of Black Adam. So it looks like he was a slave in Kahndaq, which is where Black Adam's from, and then
where is Kahndaq in relation to other places? Does it say, or is that like a planet?
No, it's not. I don't think it's a planet. I think it's on Earth. I think it's a place on Earth.
It's probably just like a made up place. Because it's not a real place.
No, it's not a real place. No, it's not a real place.
No.
You thought it was a real place?
No, that's not. That's what I was saying. It wasn't.
No,
I was just wondering in
Kahndaq
relation
is where
to other places.
Black Adam's from.
I was just wondering.
It might. It might be a planet actually. I can't remember. I think it is a planet.
I think it's a planet.
I think it's its own planet.
So it would make sense.
Yeah. Well, so then.
How's it spelled? Oh, I see. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm
gonna look it up.
And then so he gets the powers of Shazam through his nephew Aman, and then he uses. So Aman uses his power to heal Black Adam because he was wounded in some escape mission to bring freedom to Kahndaq because he was like trying to free
Kahndaq
the slaves.
is a village in Iran.
Oh,
so there you go.
I said it was on Earth.
So then it might be a real place.
Well, in this movie, it's not a real place.
Oh, okay, well there you go.
So he was a slave. He's trying to free the slave population of Kahndaq. Gets wounded, healed by the Shazam powers from his nephew, and then he kills his nephew.
Oh.
Because he's now got this power and is like enraged.
Oh my god.
And then he wipes out the dictators in power over Kahndaq.
Holy crap.
And then he's defeated by the Wizard, which is like a hero. And then he's imprisoned for thousands of years, and then he gets out, and now he's back on Rampage. He's pissed.
Wow.
He's very pissed.
He's gonna kill the Wizard, I'm guessing?
The Wizard is thought to maybe be in this movie. The Wizard is the guy that gave Shazam his powers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So
then it says Cyclone is going to be in it. Dr. Fate is going to be in it. I love Dr. Fate. Hawkman and Atom Smasher. In it? Yeah.
Atom Smasher is like the worst version of Ant-Man or something like that, right?
I thought Atom Smasher was a bad guy.
Maybe he's both. Maybe he's another anti-hero.
Maybe he's
a bunch of anti-heroes against anti-heroes. Because that's how they all are.
He becomes a friend of Black Adam.
Oh, apparently. So maybe he is an anti-hero.
I don't know.
This whole universe is
guys. If you guys are really into the whole DC thing, sorry, I'm more of a
DC stuff. I have no idea anything.
I'm not even like a comic guy in general. I know some things.
This isn't even. I don't know anything about anything other than Justice League. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much about anything other than Justice League. This is a whole.
I got introduced to a whole lot of characters through the Netflix shows because they were all DC Netflix shows. And
they do a lot of off-brand characters.
Yeah, I still don't know. I don't know a lot. I'm more of a Marvel guy as well, so I'm really sorry, but I'm trying my best here. But I just, I'm here for the movies. And I think the movies are going to be good, so that's why we're talking about them. But that's. I mean, Black Adam. Yeah,
Black Adam looks pretty cool. I'm excited for that, just because of The Rock.
Yeah, he's a big dude. I think he's going to be scary as Black Adam.
I think he would be scary if he tries to be scary.
Yeah.
Which he will be.
Oh, yo, I totally forgot about this. The Spider-Man 3 thing. Oh, okay.
Another one.
Okay. Quick off-topic thing before I go into my last movie. So there's 2 confirmed characters. I mean, Spider-Man 3. Doctor.
Octopus.
No, not Doctor Octopus. What? Oh, Jesus. Wait, why? What's going on?
Maybe you're thinking of Mr. Negative.
No.
Oh.
What's happening? Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh, Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange.
Dude, what?
Dude, I'm sorry. I'm blanking really hard today.
I thought he was going to be a villain.
Listen, I took a 4-hour SAT today, okay? I'm blanking.
Okay,
I'm tired.
Okay.
Leave me alone. He's mentoring Spider-Man in the movie.
That's interesting.
Because, yeah, I don't know. They must have had an interaction or something from
I wonder how they're going to
Infinity War.
Do that. Oh, who? Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking of Nick Fury when he told Spider-Man that Mysterio was from
Mysterion.
Mysterio. I don't remember. I remember watching the movie and being like, the ending made me want to die. God, I hated that ending.
The ending of what? Spider-Man 2?
Far From Home.
Far From Home.
I didn't like that.
Why?
Well, I liked it, but you know what I mean? Like, when you like a movie ending, but you're like, oh, this makes me, like, hate everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the end of Infinity War. When you were like, oh, that was a really, really good cliffhanger ending, but you hate it because of the fact that it was a cliffhanger. You know what I mean?
Well,
Electro.
Yeah, so we'll get to that in a minute. Ready? So, you know how they revealed his identity, obviously, at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
How are they gonna play onto that?
I don't know. That's why I didn't like the ending. I like the ending, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Cause like, what are they? How like?
Here's what
I feel like they kind of did it just to spice up attention for the next movie.
I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna start it off with Spider-Man in hiding.
Maybe.
That's what I think is gonna happen, and I think I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how. I forget. Mysterio made it seem like Spider-Man was gonna kill all the people in London.
Yeah, right? he made Spider-Man.
Sorry
out to be
for the
a bad
spoilers
guy.
if you haven't seen it, but it's been out for over a year.
It's been out for a long time.
I don't
want to hear it from you. Don't want to hear it from you.
Don't want to hear it if you haven't seen it. I think they're gonna start it off with Spider-Man in hiding with Nick Fury and Doctor Strange. If Doctor Strange is going to be in the movie, I think they're going to start out in
Doctor Strange is probably going to have to
hiding together.
What if Doctor Strange teaches him some things about the mystical arts to conceal himself better? That could be interesting.
That would be pretty interesting. I think that that'll be kind of weird though, having Spider-Man having 2 powers.
I guess.
Because
he's being drawn away from his own original.
But this Spider-Man, he doesn't technically even have powers. He has the technology that he made.
Well, yeah.
The web shooter. He doesn't technically have powers. But
no, he never. I mean, he's never had power. I mean, well, no. He always.
In the original, he had powers of him being able to shoot webs because he was bitten by. He could
still crawl and all that, and he still got like enhanced abilities and his spider sense. Yeah. So he still got powers. It's just the web shooters, and then obviously all of Tony Stark's equipment that he got.
Yeah, that too.
Which I don't know how I feel about that. I think Spider-Man should have stuck to his true self, but it's all right.
I think Spider-Man's if he gets taught Doctor Strange powers, I think he's going to be kind of overpowered.
He already is pretty overpowered.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Like he's already kind of overpowered. So if he gets Doctor Strange powers, is he going to be too overpowered?
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, is that going to make sense? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I think they're going to find a way to solve or fix the entire situation of his identity getting revealed. Like I don't think they're going to leave it as a thing
during the movie.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I
think they're going to find a way to like either make everyone forget or I don't know, something else, or they're just not going to focus on it. We'll see how that
goes. Maybe he'll be like a superhero, like a superstar kind of
Because
person.
if they're going down the route of his identity getting revealed, that changes everything. Yeah. Everything is getting changed. And they're making him out to be a bad guy. It's like not even going to be like a real Spider-Man movie anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think they're going to focus too much on it. I think they just did it for the hype. But
maybe.
So
I mean, those people that are making these movies now, they're very smart. So
they are smart.
They know how to make good plot twists.
This is what I wanted to get to, right? Electro. They are recasting Jamie Foxx as Electro in Spider-Man 3.
Recasting?
Yeah, so he
'Cause
played
was
Electro
already-
in Amazing
yeah.
Spider-Man 2, and he's gonna play Electro
Oh, he
again
did,
in
yeah.
Spider-Man 3.
Mm.
I think that'd be cool because Electro, as much as I didn't like the Amazing Spider-Man series, I think Electro was a pretty good villain.
Yeah.
He didn't get enough
He's
recognition in that
scary.
movie.
This is scary.
He is scary because he's such a nerdy, reserved guy at the beginning who's just a big fan of Spider-Man, and then you see him by the end of the movie, and he's just like everything is just come out of him,
window.
and now he's like an evil, and he can control electricity. Electricity is so
that's scary.
prevalent in everything today that like being able to control that is like one of the greatest abilities you could have.
That's scary too.
And
He's basically like Thor, kind of.
Yeah.
Not the same, but
They totally ruined his character by trying to fit in Goblin. It was dumb. I think they should have just left Harry as Peter's friend from the entire movie. I think they should. I don't think they should have just. I don't think they should have tried to fit in the whole Green Goblin thing. I think they should have just solely focused on Electro.
Green Goblin came about, right? Like in the original. I thought that's how.
No. So yeah, obviously, yeah, they played him. They used him well in the original, but in Amazing Spider-Man, it wasn't even until like halfway through the Amazing Spider-Man 2 where Harry is like obviously sick, and then he wants Spider-Man's blood or something to try and help him, and Spider-Man's like no, and then it's like the last 45 minutes of the movie, Harry gets all mad and becomes Green Goblin and totally kills off the entire vibe of Electro.
It is kind of forced.
And then killing Gwen Stacy, spoiler, but this movie's been out for like 6 years, so I don't really care.
Been out for a long time.
But I don't know. It felt forced, and it felt wrong for Electro because I think Electro is
excited to see a Green Goblin in the new one. Let's see how they do with that. I would be excited.
How are they going to make a Green Goblin?
Who knows?
There's no Harry.
Who knows? Who knows?
People were saying Flash was going to be Green Goblin.
Look,
that's funny.
They changed a bunch of stuff in a bunch of different movies. What movie did they change whole narrative of and it still worked?
Ned being Green Goblin. Ned. If they make Ned Green Goblin, I'm not watching any
that would just straight up not
movies
work.
ever
That
again.
would just straight up not work.
That's so unfair. You can't. Ned is just such a funny kid. You can't ruin that.
They're not gonna make Ned Green Goblin.
He wouldn't even fit as Green Goblin.
No, that wouldn't make any sense. That just would not make sense.
That'd be kind of funny though.
Yeah, that would be funny. That would be pretty funny. What is your next movie?
Okay, I guess because we still got to do your movies.
Movie. Yeah, you can do whatever. Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, I do want to actually talk about this movie. So, Free Guy.
Oh yeah, that movie's funny.
With Ryan Reynolds, dude, that movie looks so funny.
That movie looks hilarious.
It's essentially. So Ryan Reynolds, his name is Guy.
Yes.
I think he's like an accountant or something like that. Hold on. What did they say he was? A bank teller. So most boring thing you could be. Turns out he's in this virtual video game world.
He's an NPC
in a video game.
Basically a GTA 5-esque.
Exactly.
I would even go as far to say it's Far Cry-esque because it's more like...
And everyone's like killing each other and like all badass and stuff, and then there's just Guy. He's got a suit and tie and he's just walking around. You know?
That's funny.
And
he's a bank teller. You can't get any more boring than that except for accountant, which is even boring. Boringer. No offense to accountants out there. Mom.
Wait. Why is Tyler Blevins listed as...
He's in the movie.
He's gonna be in the movie?
Yeah, he's in the movie.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
He's a video game guy.
I didn't know that.
He's in the movie, yeah.
I know.
It's like I don't remember.
I know Jacksepticeye is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
I didn't know Ninja was. That's funny.
That is kind of funny. Ninja in the movie. I didn't know that. I did know that, but I couldn't remember like what he was gonna do in the movie.
Wait, they're making Pokemon a character as well.
Pokemon is in the movie?
God.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be
there's a
funny movie.
Oh, Jacksepticeye's voicing Qbert. That's funny.
That's funny.
This movie's gonna.
Is Qbert in this movie?
Yeah, I mean it's a video game movie.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I just think I don't know. That's kind of weird because it's not exactly.
So Taika Waititi,
amazing.
he's in it. He was such a good director of Ragnarok.
He is a really good director.
And then he's like, who's that cop? I don't know who that is. I feel like I recognize him. The police officer who's like talking with Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, his name's Ron Funches. Ron Funches or Ron
Where?
Funches. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. I think that's what it is. Ron Funches.
Oh, I don't know. Well, they looked like they were gonna have a pretty good connection.
Yeah, it's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him before. I can't remember what movies.
I don't know what other movies he's been in. I don't know.
Well,
he's not a big actor, but
yeah, I'm just looking through this list, and it's oh my goodness. I'm super excited for this movie.
That movie's gonna be really
and
funny.
I'm subscribed
soon. Right?
I'm subscribed to Ryan Reynolds on YouTube. Yeah, I think so. And I've been watching like the trailers and stuff, and I can't wait for that.
That looks really funny.
If you guys haven't heard of it, I feel bad for you.
I mean,
if you haven't heard of it, go hear of it. Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard of it.
If you want to see Ninja and Pokimane and Jacksepticeye in a movie together, and Ryan Reynolds in a movie together, then go watch the trailers.
I think isn't Lily from AT&T in the movie? I swear she is. You
know, Lily from AT&T hates the attention she's getting.
Yeah,
she hates it.
That. She hates that she's getting a lot of attention. It's kind of funny. it is kind of funny, but I feel bad. But
I kind of feel bad as well.
What?
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at pictures of the new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out next year. Which
all right, yeah, I don't have much else about Free Guy, to be honest. Yeah. Like it just looks funny.
Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds is like one of my favorite actors of all time. He's so good at being like
he's really good actor. Just like in general.
He's so good at not trying to be funny.
Yeah.
He's just funny.
I don't know how he
like
does
I feel like sometimes he doesn't even want to be funny, but he just is.
Yeah.
That's why I love him, man. But yeah, I'm excited for that to come out.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it is. So we're gonna get to your movies.
Well, yeah.
Are we gonna do all of them or just a couple?
I have like a couple that I just like want to point out that are coming out, and then a couple that I actually kind of want to talk about. So I actually kind of want to talk about the new Suicide Squad movie and how I'm not that excited for it. I will not lie, I enjoyed the first Suicide Squad movie a lot, even though the cast wasn't perfect. Okay, everyone knows, or maybe not everyone knows, but you know. Not a lot of people, including myself, did not like... What was his name? I don't even remember his name. Jay something, right? What was his name? The guy that played Joker.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. I didn't like him.
No one liked him. No offense, Jared Leto.
No
You're a great guy, but...
He's a really good actor, but...
It didn't fit.
As the Joker,
and
a little weird.
I think it was called...
odd.
It's called method acting. Or no...
That's called method acting, yeah.
When
you act outside of the set.
Yeah,
it's called method acting. So you can stay character without breaking character, which he does a very good job of. He's a very, very good actor.
I heard like he laughed and did some other stuff on trains, and that's weird.
Yeah. So he's a really good actor, and like his portrayal of the Joker it wasn't like bad, but it wasn't him. Like you shouldn't. I didn't like him as the Joker. But, you can't really, get out of that. But this new Suicide Squad movie sees a whole new slew of characters that I don't even know. I can't even name them because I don't know who they are. I don't look them up.
Besides like Harley Quinn, like Margot Robbie.
Quinn, and I actually think that's it.
I think that's the only
returning character.
And Rick Flag.
Who?
Rick Flag.
The Boomerang guy?
No. He was the military guy who was like leading them.
Oh yeah. Well, the Boomerang guy is back.
He is?
Where is he? I don't according to this picture that I'm looking at right now.
Oh yeah, he's back.
So I mean, they do some good cast
and then
members.
They have the same casting for Amanda Waller.
They have Margot Robbie. They have Idris Elba, who is I'm excited for.
I like
Pete
him.
Davidson. They have John Cena playing. They have
Peacemaker.
Sean Gunn, who's playing in that movie. Which, if you don't know who that is, then I'm not surprised. They have Peter Capaldi, who we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't even know who some of these people are. There's so many of them.
Okay, hold on.
I see
hold on.
one,
nah,
two,
I'm
three, four,
stopping
5,
you
6, 7, 8.
where you are.
What?
How do you not know who Sean Gunn is?
Sean Gunn?
He played in the Thor movies.
I don't remember what he looks like.
No, not Thor. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I know who he is. I just don't remember what he looks like or what movies he's in.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Come on now, Marvel fans.
I'm not a Marvel. Bring it. I'm not a big Marvel person.
Wow.
I don't
that's cool.
I don't religiously follow Marvel. I don't know every character and every cast member. I know
shut your mouth.
I know all the main characters. At least I'm not that bad that I don't know any of the main characters some people.
You don't know Sean Gunn.
Cap. I don't. Doesn't matter. He's playing some weird
Weasel.
weasel.
He's
thing.
playing Weasel.
Look, okay. They have a giant shark.
Yeah, King Shark.
King
Shark
Shark.
is awesome.
I know he's cool, but isn't the original ones? He's a hammerhead shark. The original comics, he's a hammerhead shark.
No, I know, but like,
Still cool though.
whatever.
Still cool. I mean, I don't know.
What is-
We'll see how it goes.
Polka Dot Man. What is that?
Polka Dot Man. He's
never heard of
actually
that.
a real character who uses his
What is-
polka dots to blow stuff up. This is
What?
dead serious. I'm dead serious. This is a person. This is a real person. I don't know any of the. I don't know what any of the characters
What are the
do.
movies did this guy play in? David Dast's.
I actually looked up some of the characters.
I recognize him.
I did look up Peacemaker, who's literally.
John Cena.
I know, but Peacemaker is like an actual villain. He literally does nothing.
He's a gun. He's a little laser
That's
gun.
it. That's all he has. He's a laser gun. I mean, creativity wise, I'm not a fan. But you know what?
yeah.
You put 18 superheroes in one movie and you see how it goes. I think it's gonna be.
Where is he? This guy. He was in Ant-Man.
Yeah, David. That's
Yeah.
Milslav.
He's one of the friends.
something.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
Peter Capaldi. For some of you that watched Doctor Who, he was a doctor. I think he was like the 10th.
I didn't watch
Doctor
Doctor
or
Who.
something. 10th or 12th Doctor. He's one of those two. I don't remember. But he's a Doctor
He's
Who.
the Thinker.
He's the Thinker, who I think is actually a pretty cool villain. I don't know what he
Yeah.
does. I think he does like ESP and stuff. He's like a doctor. He's
So
like a Doctor X.
he was
Isn't
in.
That's his name, right? Doctor X. From the X-Men.
I don't know from the X-Men, but I know he
so.
was in. Or wait, I'm thinking
no,
of the wrong
the
Thinker.
villain is similar.
I'm
him,
thinking of the
right?
wrong. I'm thinking of the Thinker from. Wait, Suicide Squad is DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of the right guy then. He's
Yeah, the Thinker.
Flash season 4.
Okay.
There's the Thinker in that one, and he basically he's like paralyzed,
Yeah.
and then he's like he knows like he's like just the smartest, most intelligent person in the world. Like he knows everything,
Yeah.
and then he can like steal. He can shapeshift basically.
He's basically like a Professor X. That's his name.
Yeah.
Professor X. He's basically
Yeah.
like that, but
And then he
evil.
can like I don't know shoot things.
he can shoot lightning out of his head.
He's still cool though.
He is
Oh
cool.
yeah, and from the there's one scene I remember from the Flash TV show. He shapeshifted and stole the powers off of like other metahuman. They're called metahumans. They're like regular people with special abilities. He stole their forms and their abilities. And then there was one scene where they're playing like classical music because he was like
Yeah.
intelligent people like classical music.
I
And
like
he's like
classic music. I'm not necessarily the smartest man alive, but
you're definitely not.
Neither are you. I got a higher SAT score than you. Let that be heard.
By 10 points.
Let that be heard. Let
10
that be
points.
heard. It doesn't matter.
By 10 points.
Doesn't matter. It's still higher. Doesn't matter.
At least I'm not.
It do not matter.
At least I'm not 5'4".
You're 4.2. I don't even.
Then you're 4'1".
You're like 4.
Your
You're
point
like
is?
4. You're like 4.5.
Then you're 4'0".
You're like 3.
You're like 2.
You're like literally less than a centimeter. I don't even want to hear.
Then you're less than a millimeter.
Count,
Your point
count,
is
count. You're
you're,
counting.
you're still short.
No, keep talking. Go.
Anyways, he's playing classical music, and then he's like using like 6 different powers at the same time to just take out an entire hallway of. Oh, it was awesome. Of security guards.
That's overpowered.
It was awesome.
That's scary.
If any of you have seen the Flash TV show, you probably know what I'm talking about. Oh, such a good scene.
If you haven't, I don't blame you.
Wow. You
Disrespect.
you
Look,
are
okay.
so
I like
disrespectful
superhero
today.
movies, but I'm not a fan. I can't do the TV show. I can't do a
it's cool.
superhero TV show.
I liked it.
Like I think they're neat, but I just can't watch them. It's not. I like a superhero movie with.
The disrespect that is coming out of your mouth
No,
today.
you're disrespecting right now.
You're tired.
You're
tired.
disrespecting.
Nah, I
you're
don't wanna hear it.
disrespecting.
I don't wanna hear it.
La, 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 la. That's all I hear. La 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 la.
Anyways, John Cena.
Yes, John Cena.
And-
We'll see
and-
how that goes. Pete Davidson and John
Pete
Cena.
Davidson and John
Who
Cena.
knows how that? Wow. Let's see how
in a
that
superhero
goes.
movie together.
Look,
What a world.
what? Who knows? Who knows who's the next superhero going to be? We'll never know. But
Jason and Jason.
yeah, we'll be the next superhero.
The literally superheroes.
Literally superheroes.
I'll be a superhero. If any movie companies wanna
like
cast me.
The Mighty Twins. Mighty Twin powers activate.
Nah.
Form of podcast microphone.
Nah. I'm not. Nah, I'm dropping out.
Okay. All right, we'll see how that goes.
I'll be the Incredible Stickman.
Henry Stickman?
Yeah, dude, I'll be Henry Stickman in the movies.
I am. So there's a lot of movies coming out in 2021 and 2020. Particularly some of the ones I don't really want to talk about them that much, but some of them I'm
cool.
looking forward to. I'm looking forward to. There is a new Purge movie, The Forever Purge, coming out in 2021.
They need to stop doing Purge movies,
and they need to stop making them because it's whack. They're making another Conjuring movie, which they shouldn't do.
They shouldn't do. This too. No, I don't want to watch.
What
any
I think
more
is
scary
interesting
movies.
is they're making a new Space Jam, but instead it's with LeBron James.
Oh, that should be fun.
That'll be interesting. We'll see how Michael Jordan feels about that. They're making a live-action 101 Dalmatians, but they're calling it something different. They're calling it Cruella.
I hate live-action movies.
They're calling it Cruella. Why? Why do you hate? Why are you hating on live-action movies?
Because it ruins the authenticity of the.
Then don't watch them.
Okay, I didn't plan on watching.
You know what?
But I still like them.
I heard the Mulan movie was
opinions.
bad. I heard it wasn't good.
Yeah, of course it wasn't good. It's a live action.
It didn't have Mushu. That's it. It's automatically bad.
Who?
Mushu, the dragon from Mulan. You don't. That's it.
Sorry.
You're disrespecting on Disney princesses, brah. On G.
Did you just say bra on G on
Yes.
Disney princesses?
Yes, I did. Because Disney princesses are
dude.
the best. They're making a. For those of you that did not know, the second most highest grossing movie of all time is Avatar: The Blue People, which, quite frankly, should not be the most highest grossing movie, one of the most highest grossing movies of all time. It just shouldn't.
What's not your opinion?
Well, apparently it's not, because it is.
Exactly.
Look, the other one is
it
Gone
banged.
with the Wind, which, you know what, that makes sense.
Wait, number 2 is Gone with the Wind?
No, number 2 is Avatar. Number 1 is Gone with the Wind. That's the top grossing movie of all time. In comparative inflation standards, it is the top grossing movie of all time, because it was made in 1939, which back then $1,000 is like $1 million.
That's a good point.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably not
It's
right.
unfair.
Then it's Titanic.
Stupid old movies.
And then it's Star Wars, which all makes sense. Avatar just doesn't. I don't think it was. I liked it too, but it wasn't. Okay, you know what? Maybe they made a lot of money because everyone was like, "Oh, it's pretty good," but it's not the best. At least it's not bad. I can't with Avatar. The fact that it's that. Okay, Avatar is a good movie. Shouldn't have made billions of dollars. No. But they're making a second one, which is going to make the same amount, I think, personally.
No, it's not.
Well,
no chance.
But no chance it won't. No chance it will, but we'll see how that goes. Avatar 2.
They should have left Avatar by itself.
I'm a little scared to see how Avatar 2 does, but I kind of want to see it. Venom 2. It's coming out 2021.
Wait, so is that going to be... Oh, is that going to have Carnage in it? Oh,
yes.
Yes.
Venom 2 is going to have Carnage in it, which I'm super excited for. I don't know who's going to play Carnage, but we'll see.
No, he was featured at the end of the first Venom movie.
Oh yeah, some dude.
He looks so.
I love
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson is going to be Carnage? Nah, Cap. There's no way.
Cletus Cassidy. He was he had like the red hair at the end of Venom.
Yeah.
Bro.
Woody Harrelson, people. If you don't know who that is,
dude, it's gonna be
I
awesome.
don't know what to say to you, but
it's gonna be awesome.
I cannot believe he's going to be Carnage. That's interesting. That's very interesting. A couple of new Marvel movies that are coming out. DC's version of the Suicide Squad is what I'm going to call it because I don't know anything about it. The Marvel's Eternals.
Oh, yeah, the Eternals is going to be a good one.
I don't know any actors that are playing
the Eternals.
I don't know any of the superheroes that
I haven't looked much
it's
into
a
it
whole
either, but I do know
separate universe.
No, so that's how Galactus is going to be introduced because he's part of the Eternals.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I thought he was part of X-Men.
No, he's part of... No? Eternals.
I thought he was X-Men because Soul Surfer.
No, I'm pretty sure...
He's also featured in one X-Men movie.
No, I'm pretty sure Galactus is against the Eternals. I can't remember why, but I'm pretty sure.
I know that... Well, I mean, it probably is, but... I thought in one of the X-Men movies, one of them, of the, like, many that not many people have seen, because I know I haven't seen any of them, but I don't know, maybe a lot of people have, but... I know that Silver Surfer in one of the X-Men movies meets Galactus. I know that for a fact. But I don't know what movie. Wait, I know that Silver Surfer meets Galactus in one of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, Silver Surfer is the messenger of Galactus.
He is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He finds planets for Galactus to devour that don't have because
So he's
Galactus
not
isn't necessarily a bad guy. He doesn't want to kill people, but he has Silver Surfer look for planets that don't have a population of people, so that he can devour them.
In order for
Because he
Silver
doesn't
Surfer to stay alive, is what I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think Silver Surfer does go against Galactus eventually, and then joins the X-Men, and then fights Galactus, and then
Yeah, because Silver Surfer's a cool guy.
Because-
I think he's one of the coolest
because-
superheroes ever.
yeah, well, because
X-Men have some of the coolest superheroes. Dude.
Galactus becomes too power hungry,
I can see that.
and then Silver
He
Surfer's
literally
like,
can
psych him out.
devour worlds. I mean, like, you can't be any more powerful than that.
But he gets too hungry.
That's exciting. Eternals will see.
You know how like when you get really hungry, you just get angry. You're like, damn it, give me my food.
Hangry?
Yeah. You're hangry.
Yeah, so
that's Galactus, but with worlds.
He's
so
just
it's like not
hangry
as
all
good.
the time. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's like one of those people at like Chinese restaurants that like just get really mad because their food isn't coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That's another Marvel movie that's coming out, which I think is going to be super cool because he's like an Ip Man type person. If you don't know who Ip Man is, he's basically like the best kung fu person out there. I don't know exactly what he specializes in, so don't. If you do know, don't come at me. I don't know exactly, but generalization kung fu generalization. Ip Man is like the greatest hand-to-hand combat person that I know of. He's like up there with Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. He's like up there. He's up there. Like I think he's better than them. But Shang-Chi is basically, he's a Marvel superhero who's basically at the Ip Man level, and then develops some like Naruto powers where he can like divide himself into multiple people. So that's pretty cool.
That's fun.
We'll see how that goes. Of course, we have a new Fast and Furious movie, which why? We'll see why.
When is it ending?
Why?
When is it gonna end?
Yeah, when is it gonna end? No Time to Die, another James Bond movie. You know, the works.
Wait,
I'm excited for what?
Halloween Kills? Is that like a Halloween 2 movie?
That is a Halloween movie.
Oh boy.
We'll see how that goes. There's a sequel to a Saw movie called Spiral featuring Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
How are you going to make a Saw movie?
Poor.
How are you going to make a Saw movie with two really funny guys?
That's poor.
I mean, okay, Samuel L. Jackson can be serious because he's good in serious roles like Pulp Fiction.
What's it called?
and,
Spiral?
Spiral. With Chris Rock
What?
and Samuel L. Jackson.
I have to watch
I
the
actually
TV
looked it up
trailer.
because I was interested in what it was about, and it said it's a chapter in the book of Saw, which I'm assuming is the movie Saw.
So Samuel L.
I'm not
Jackson
sure.
is
They
a
play-
police veteran, and then Chris Rock is a detective. So they're not evil, thank God.
So I think they're looking for Saw, is what I think the movie's about, but I can't understand much from what the plot
I'll
they
watch
gave
the
me.
trailer later.
I'm excited for this movie, The King's Man. That I'm super
It's
excited
like a
for
Kingsman
that.
prequel
It is
or
a
sequel?
prequel to the Kingsman series.
Okay.
One
know
of
you
my
love the
favorite
Kingsman.
movies
Kingsman.
of all time is Kingsman because of the fight scenes are just so. They're just so good.
Yeah.
Both movies. I thought the first one was better than the second one, but the second one is definitely like way up there. I'm super excited for that movie. I cannot wait. Kingsman is like one of my favorite movies. That and The Hangover are my favorite movies. And The King's Man, it's a prequel. Like you can't get any more excited than a prequel.
Yeah.
Prequels are exciting because you get to understand the backstory behind something, and that's why I'm excited for it. I don't know. That's probably the most exciting movie.
I didn't watch Kingsman, so sorry. But
Yeah, well, there you go. So that's some.
I'll have to
disrespect
watch
right
it.
there. I haven't seen every single Marvel movie, and I don't know all
Oh,
the Marvel
shut your
characters.
mouth.
But you haven't seen Kingsman. You haven't seen it.
no one's seen Kingsman because it's not even out yet.
Cat. I said Kingsman. Not
said Kingsman.
I didn't say the Kingsman. I said Kingsman. So I don't even hear that. That's what you sound like. Anyway.
Whatever, dude.
Anyway, they're making another Mission Impossible movie, which, you know, exciting. The West Side Story, one of the greatest plays of all time, is being moviefied. So let's pray.
I heard about that.
Let's pray they don't screw this up
Yeah,
like they
that'd be
did Cats, because they screwed that up really, really hard.
Yeah, they did.
I cannot believe they made it look like that. Oh, dude, I can't believe they did that. It's not even like they tried. That's just disrespect.
It's just not
That's
fair.
just straight disrespect.
It's just not fair.
On everybody in the movie and all that kind of stuff. I'm excited for this movie. It's called Mank. Now, I haven't seen anything about it, but it's coming out this year. Supposed to come out in November. It's called Mank.
What's it about?
I haven't heard anything about it until today, but it's about, so the greatest movie of all time ever made, according to every critic ever, is Citizen Kane. It came out in the 40s. It's like one of the first movies ever made. well, I wouldn't say it's one of the first movies ever made, but it came out in the 40s. Like, you can't even...
Right.
Like, what? It stars Orson Welles? Yeah, Orson Welles. And so the movie Mank is about this guy, Herman J. Mankiewicz, who worked with Orson Welles and Citizen Kane, and it's basically about him fighting Orson Welles for credits over the movie. Basically, that's what it's about. Okay. But it's more about the making of Citizen Kane, which I'm kind of excited for because I'm a documentary person and I like dramatized documentaries, which are like a Mank, like this kind of movie, or like I don't know any I can't think of any other off the top of my head, but those kind of movies. I like historical fiction movies, like a Bohemian Rhapsody,
right,
or other things like that. I like those kind of movies, so I'm excited for this one, and especially since I need to watch Citizen Kane because I haven't. But if it's widely perceived as the greatest movie of all time, like ever made, like I don't know if like you can go out there and say there's better movies, but I agree with that even though I haven't seen it. But I can agree with that even though I haven't seen it. But
yeah, I've never seen it either.
I think it's gonna be.
I'm too young.
I think it's gonna be cool. I mean, it's made in the 40s. Everybody after that is too young. Come on now. But I want to see it so that way I can watch this documentary and actually enjoy it for the full of it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited for it.
Do you want to get into some Marvel movies?
Let's go into some Marvel movies.
Cool. Well,
it's my turn. I do this.
Welcome to rankings.
We're ranking it. We're ranking it today.
Ranking it today.
Today we're ranking it.
Not with me though, because I forgot again.
And today we have, since we're on movies, we have a list of Marvel movies for you.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? You never would have known. These are my favorite ones, my top 8. So if you hate me, then go ahead and hate me. But I don't really
read
care.
them slowly so I can.
So let's see. So I have Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I have Black Panther. I have the first Avengers movie, the first one.
Yeah.
Infinity War / Endgame, because I'm going to put them as together.
That's not fair.
Why?
They can't be together.
Okay, then just Endgame.
What? No. You
want me to do Infinity War then instead?
Do them both.
Okay.
Do them both.
Okay, so Infinity War /
Or you could do a
Endgame.
you could do a top 9 if you want, but
since they're like parts, since it's technically a part 1 and a part
parts,
2,
I
that's why I
consider
put them
them
together.
two different movies.
That's why I put them together, because they're technically a part 1 and a part 2.
That's fair, but they rank very differently in my opinion.
Okay.
But you could do a top 9. We'll do a top 9 this week.
Okay, so we'll do a top 9. All right, so Infinity War will be number 4. Guardians of the Galaxy.
The first one?
Yes, the first one, not the second one.
Gotcha.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. Civil War, Captain America: Civil War.
Ooh.
Iron Man, the first one. And
why did I say Iron Rights?
Oh my god.
I can't think.
And then Endgame. So
I already had that.
Infinity War and Endgame. Okay.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
So I purposefully left out The Incredible Hulk because that movie was unbearably bad. That doesn't even count because it doesn't even have
that would go
there.
That wasn't even unbearably bad, but it would go last for many lists.
Yes, because it's just not good.
So mostly they're just like the first movies.
These are the ones I liked.
There's no Thor on here.
I didn't watch Thor. I haven't seen.
What?
I have not seen the original Thor movie.
Oh,
that's why I didn't put it on here. I haven't seen the original Iron Man or Thor movie.
Oh,
so
that's
I know that sounds
so
bad,
shameful.
but I've seen the other Thor movies.
That's fine. It's your
not
list.
The first one.
All right. Wait,
I've seen.
You don't
Iron
have the
Man.
first. You don't have the first Avenger on here as well. The first Captain America movie.
That was good, but I thought Winter Soldier was better. That's why I put it on here.
Oh no!
What, you thought the first one was better?
The first one was so good.
The Winter Soldier was better.
That's no.
Winter Soldier was better than the first
one.
No. It was better than the first one.
Listen.
Listen.
Podcast one time I will rank every best Marvel MCU movie there was in the MCU from the first Avenger to Endgame. I will rank all of them. Okay. Unfortunately, we can only do 9 because Jacen chose the 9, and apparently didn't watch them, which hurts me.
I haven't seen every single Marvel.
I can't believe
I haven't
you would
seen
ever think
everyone.
that Winter Soldier is better than the first Avenger.
Because it is.
Actually,
it just
I
is.
actually just feel kind of bad.
It
for
just
you.
is.
I actually feel kind of bad for you.
It just is. It may be a good movie, but I think Winter Soldier is just better. It's just better.
It's okay. You're not. Just pipe down.
I don't even want to hear it. You haven't seen Kingsman. I don't even want to hear it. You can't hate on my movies
right.
when I can hate on
Silence.
your movies.
I need to rank. I have to think. Okay, this is a very important moment in my life.
Okay.
All right. At the bottom. Oh no, this is actually gonna be really hard because I love all these movies. This is gonna piss you off. I'm putting Winter Soldier at the bottom.
Dude, you're just bad, dude.
I
really think the first Captain America movie was better than the other ones.
I would put the first Avenger at least 5 or 6 movies above Winter Soldier.
No.
So okay.
Just no.
Listen, I really liked Winter Soldier, and I think it had a great plot, and I think that Bucky is a very scary in villain form. However, the first Avenger is like. It's his transition from just this weak military guy who's like striving to be at the top to becoming this super powerful guy who just gets his powers and is already going after the bad guys. And like he's not afraid. And he's super cool. He obviously carries the war, which was so cool. And the ending scene was just so powerful. It was you know?
Right.
I felt for him when his ship went down because from the start to the end, he was not afraid.
Right.
It was such a good movie, dude. This got emotional.
I still think Winter
Soldier. I'm getting emotional with Marvel movies right now.
All right, maybe it's just because I don't like Red Skull. I don't like him as a villain. Maybe that's it.
Red Skull's a bit lame.
And maybe that's why.
But I didn't focus on Red Skull that much. I didn't focus on the whole.
I know that's not the whole.
I didn't focus on the whole hero versus villain thing in that movie. That was more of just the arc of Captain America.
It's a backstory.
Yeah.
It's a backstory movie. It's not about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a fan of backstory movies. I mean, I like them, but
fair.
I like the regular ones better.
All right. Well,
no offense.
Nah, but compared to the rest of these movies that you put on this list, I think Winter Soldier is going to go at the bottom. Because it just felt like it didn't feel like I don't know. It didn't feel... All it really did was introduce Bucky as being part of the good guys, in my opinion. I don't think it had any other progression in that movie.
No, there wasn't.
I think it was just I think it was just a bridge, is what I think.
A bridge to what, though?
A bridge to giving Bucky a reason to be part of...
I don't even think... Is he part of the Avengers?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was an official part of the Avengers.
No, the official Avengers is just... If you're thinking of just like OG Avengers, it's just Thor, Black Widow, like that.
One of the OG Avengers.
But like every hero that was in Infinity War and Endgame, I would consider as part of the Avengers team.
That's fair. I guess that's fair.
So that's why I'm going with that. But
I haven't seen it in a while, but don't they introduce Falcon in Winter Soldier?
Yes.
There you go.
I think so.
They introduced Falcon.
They introduced him.
Exactly.
They didn't really do too much with him.
Doesn't matter. They introduced Falcon.
You like Falcon?
I like Falcon. I think he's underrated.
You're gonna try and watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier TV show, or I think it's a show, the Disney Plus show.
Falcon show.
Yeah, dude, I
don't pay attention to movies like you do.
It's no, but it's not a movie. I don't actually.
It's not a movie.
I'm not sure. I don't think
mean.
it's a movie. It's a Disney Plus show. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and it's like after Captain America's like old man. I can't walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. No, I didn't know.
Well, whatever. Anyways, right above Winter Soldier, I will put. Oh no, this is so hard. Oh my gosh. I'm so focused right now.
Come on.
I'll go first Avengers.
The first Avengers, you gonna put that there?
No,
why?
Okay, listen.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's a bad choice. I'm just asking why. I can understand why you would
simply
put it there.
because all these other movies I think are better. Like, the first Avengers was a really good movie, and I liked Loki. I like Loki better when he's funny, personally. But
that's fair.
In the first Avengers, he was still a good villain, and like obviously, you get to see Thanos for the first time, and and all the Avengers are coming together. And I'm they had the differences, and then they had to work it out, which was good as well. But I don't know, just compared to everything else on here, I don't know. I just think it falls kind of lower because when the MCU started, they weren't really thinking about the whole comedic thing that it turned into, and I think the whole comedic thing just makes the MCU just such a good movie franchise,
right?
Because they're just so funny and it's awesome. They're like Shazam and like a whole bunch of movies. I love it.
It's a DC movie though.
I know, but Shazam's funny.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well,
Anyways.
All right. Whatever.
You seem kind of like.
I don't know. I think the first Avengers is a little bit better than some of them, but personally,
Okay.
I like serious movies. So maybe that's
I'm more of a fan
I like
of
comedy
the
movies
comedic
and I like serious movies. When it's a good serious movie, I thoroughly enjoy it. Like The Hateful Eight, I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. 3-hour long movie. Zero comedy in it, but it was a fantastic movie. And Jay, he wouldn't like that, but I enjoyed it. And for those of you that have watched it or know what it is, then that might say a lot about me, but who knows. I like that movie. So I like serious movies, so that might be why my list might be different than yours.
All right. I'm like working while you're talking here, so I don't have to think that much. I put Iron Man 1 next.
Okay.
Because just comparing for the movies you have on here, Iron Man 1 is very good, and it was a great introduction to Tony Stark and his whole, and like how he became Iron Man and stuff, and him working on his suits. And I think I will say though, I can't even remember the villain's name in it. He was just so.
I haven't watched it.
He was so. Yeah, I know, but like the villain in Iron Man 1 was just kind of boring, to be honest. There was nothing special about him, besides the fact that he stole Iron Man's first suit.
I'm gonna look it up. Oh my goodness, my bad.
That's poor from you.
Hey, it is what it is.
But it was still a good movie. Oh yeah,
Obadiah Stane.
Obadiah something like that.
Stane.
He's just such a.
He's a giant Iron Man, basically.
Yeah, well, no, he stole Iron Man's prototype first suit, Mark 1. That's what he fought Iron Man with at the end.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
He was just kind of dead. It wasn't a great villain, but it was still a really good movie, and it was a great introduction to Iron Man, so I'm gonna put it there.
I remember that.
Again, because we're comparing movies here, I put Guardians 1 after Iron Man.
Okay.
Because it was very funny, and the entire cast of that movie is just awesome. They totally sync super well together, and it was a very funny movie. And the I'm so tired. Who's the villain?
The villain of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Something.
Ronan
the Accuser. He's a super, like, in the comics, he is extremely powerful, and they didn't make him to be that great in Guardians, which kind of hurt a little bit, but he was still, and like the ending of like how Ronan dies is just blah.
Yeah, I get that.
Like how do you get distracted by Peter Quill dancing? Like, what is that?
I forget what happens in the movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so
I mean, I've seen it like multiple times, but
yeah,
I forget what
he
happens.
gets the Power Stone, and then he's and then he's about to just finish all the Guardians and stuff, and then Peter Quill starts dancing, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh yeah, and then he gets like killed by the
So then like Raccoon like shoots him or something, and then the Power Stone gets flung out, and then Peter grabs it, and then they all hold hands, and then they kill him, and it's great. But it's just the way that happened was just kind of stupid to me.
I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 in a while, so I forgot. I forget what happened.
No, that's cool. But I mean, it was still a great movie. So then above that, I put Civil War, because it was just, oh man, the fight was just so epic.
It was.
And introducing Spider-Man and Ant-Man and all of them. Black Panther to all of.
Oh, dude, that was just.
Black Panther was like throughout the entire movie, and that was great
the fact
too.
that they didn't even like the way they introduced him as well was just insane. And when they introduced Spider-Man and Ant-Man, oh dude, like
it was such a good fight, and like the differences between Iron Man and like the main villain like was in Zito or something, Zemo.
I don't even think
his name is Zemo. He was the villain. So he wasn't a typical villain. He was more of a mastermind. His name is Zemo, his entire plan was to turn the Avengers against each other, and he did it perfectly.
Oh yeah, Helmut Zemo.
Yeah, he managed to get. He used Tony Stark's parents and the Winter Soldier and that to get the Avengers to turn on each other.
Yeah.
And get them to fight. And then like there's the end of the movie where Black Panther finds out that Zemo was the one that killed his dad and not Winter Soldier. And then like Zemo was like sitting on the edge of a cliff and he was gonna shoot himself because he's like, there's no point anymore that you found out. And then Black Panther like stops him and steals the gun. And is like, no, you're going to prison. Like you're gonna suffer the consequences of what you've done. And it was just it was great. And then I watched this YouTuber named the Canadian Lad.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, he points out minor details in a lot of like Marvel and movies and such, and he does more movies as well. But there was Black Panther. He pointed out that every time Black Panther lands somewhere, like if he falls from a great height and lands, no sound because of his vibranium suit, and like that's
interesting. That
Marvel, the details that Marvel puts in their movies are just so minute, but they make the movies that much better. Like it makes sense for Black Panther to be super stealthy and quiet.
Well, yeah, that's his whole gig.
Exactly. Oh man, it was so good. But
what do you have next?
I'm gonna put Black Panther next.
Black Panther next? Okay.
Yeah.
So what's left? What do we have?
So after that we have
Endgame and Homecoming, and that's it.
That's it, yeah. So obviously Black Panther was such a great movie, and rest in peace Chadwick, man. That's the worst. Die from cancer. It just sucks, but he had a great legacy, and Black Panther definitely lived up to that. It was a very inspiring movie, and Killmonger was just such a great villain in that movie. He was he was so perfect, and Michael B. Jordan played him perfectly. CGI was a bit iffy. That's what everyone says, but they kind of have a low budget, so.
I thought it was pretty good.
Rewatch the final fight scene. You'll see the CGI is a bit, but besides the point, the acting was super great and the plot was great and everything. So that's why I'm going with that. So in top 3, I'm gonna do Endgame first. On my number 3.
Why?
I'm not even writing that anymore.
So you're making it lower than Infinity War?
Yes.
Okay, why?
I think a lot of people can agree. Endgame and Infinity War are very close. Like they're probably both in my top 3 of Marvel movies of all time. But we'll get to Infinity War because there's nothing that's wrong with Endgame that makes it worse than Infinity War. It's what Infinity War did right. And Endgame, I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried when they all got introduced back in at the end of the movie.
If you didn't cry during Endgame, you probably have no soul. If you watched it and you didn't cry and you didn't know anything about MCU, like you don't even need to know anything about MCU to cry in that movie. I cried at that movie. I cried.
I actually didn't.
I cried.
I never cry movies, but I almost did. I was very close. But man,
I cried at the end of Forrest Gump, I think. So I mean,
and that's fair. But it was just, it was so epic. But everything leading up to it was great, but it didn't make sense. And that's the only reason why I'm putting it below Infinity War. Because they totally screwed with the entire timeline. And then Captain America going back and putting all the stones back. Like, how does he put all the stones back? Just think about it. How does he do it? How does he not completely, like, and Loki stole the Tesseract, or the Mind Stone. Not the Mind Stone. What's the blue one?
Yeah, the Tesseract.
Yeah.
What it's called, I don't know.
I forget what stone it's called. Whatever.
I think it is the Mind Stone.
No, it's not. Mind Stone is Visions.
Oh, then it's I don't know.
I don't know. It's one of the stones, but the Tesseract. Like he steals it in Endgame when they try to go get it back. Like hello? Like he just stole back the Tesseract. He just completely changed everything. And I don't know. They kind of changed up the rules of time travel so that the movie would make sense. But
well, it still makes sense because you just make a separate timeline.
Yeah, I guess
it's just a little different.
But I don't know. Like that's not like in Back to the Future. There's no separate timeline.
It's a different idea. It's a different way of because there's a lot of different ways, quote unquote, ways you can do time travel, and they just picked one.
They did it that way so that they wouldn't have to worry about the consequences of time travel. at the end of Endgame or anything like that.
No, and especially since they had them go back in time at different points.
Yeah.
So it makes sense the way they did it, but
I guess. But and then like the ending of it was just so sad, but it just worked.
Mm-hmm.
Like that their entire goal was to bring in a new set of Avengers after Phase 1.
The camera just died.
Oh, it died again? Dang it.
Nice. I heard it do something, and then I was like, what? I thought it took a picture, and I was like, what? So the camera died. So,
okay, yeah, we should charge it after every episode.
Yeah.
I thought we could do every 2, but I guess we can't.
Nah, I guess not.
Alright, well, yeah, so that's how I feel about Endgame. It was still phenomenal though.
Yeah, it was still
and like yeah, so they're introducing the new set of Avengers, and the way that they ended with Captain America becoming old and living his life with whatever her name is, Becky or someone that.
No one knows. I mean, if you do know, props to you. But
no, I would know, but I'm too tired to know today. And that was perfect, and it was just a great all-around movie. But that makes number 2 Spider-Man: Homecoming, and number 1 Infinity War. So obviously Infinity War, just because it was the first one, and it was the one where they brought everyone together on one team.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just it was awesome, and it was so funny, and they were always fighting, and they were always like like working together, and it was just, and like the way they introduced Guardians and the Avengers, like oh man, it was just so good in every way that there's no way it couldn't be number 1 in my opinion. But Spider-Man: Homecoming is actually number 2, and I think it would probably be number 2 on my list of all time as well, because. Not even just the fact that Peter Parker, Tom Holland, sorry, that he's a great actor. It was just the way that they had Spider-Man be played just made it perfect. Like, he's a high school kid.
The way that he was portrayed?
The way he's portrayed, yeah. He's meant to be a high school kid. He's a nerdy kid. He's not like a super out there guy, which... made sense.
He's basically Peter Parker, like the
exactly
bare bones Peter Parker.
Yeah, and then like there was that one scene where, Vulture, shut up, Vulture, they were like in the room together, and then Vulture like took down like the entire building on Peter Parker, and then he's just like this scared little kid that is like really scared for his life, and then like. He pushes himself to, keep going, and it just, it portrayed Spider-Man's character so good. It was awesome, man. Nothing could beat Tobey Maguire. I love Tobey Maguire, but because he's just such a meme. It's awesome.
Maguire. Oh, dude, that is a meme.
But,
that's a major meme.
Yeah, in this MCU, then that Spider-Man was great. So that's my list.
That's fair. I can see that. I get that.
Just want to quickly run through
I'll go
your
through
list.
mine. I think last I'm putting Iron Man only because I haven't actually seen Iron Man, like the first one. I've seen the second one and the third one, which is kind of weird that I've seen third and second, but I haven't seen the first one. So just because of the fact I haven't seen it, I'm putting it last. But I only put it on here because I know that it was really good. I don't know. I don't even know what I would put next. I would probably put... This is kind of low, but Guardians of the Galaxy. I really liked that movie. I thought it was really funny and all that good stuff, but I don't know. I guess compared to the other ones, it's just I didn't like it as much. I would probably do... Ooh, this is hard. Oh my god, this is actually way harder than I thought. I didn't make it beforehand.
Yeah, I probably should.
Because I didn't think I would need to, but this is harder after I'm looking at it now. I'll probably do Winter Soldier next, to be honest, because that is not my favorite Captain America movie, because I like Civil War more, but it's definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies, but I think the other ones are just better. They're just better.
Yeah.
I'd probably do Civil War next, though, because just like the only reason I'm putting Civil War above the other ones is because of the fact that they introduced Spider-Man and they introduced Black Panther perfectly. Like, just perfectly. Especially before their movies came out as well. Perfect. It was just perfect. So that's why I'm putting that above the other ones. Next, I have to go with Spider-Man Homecoming. It's kind of low on the list, but it was good. It was really good. But I don't know. I just like the other ones better. I don't even know how. Like, I can't even give an explanation on why the other ones are better. I just think they are.
What is in like the other
like,
ones?
As in like the other ones, as in like they're just. I just think they're better movies.
What, as in like Far From Home, or as in like the Tobey Maguire series?
No, Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming. I put that as 5.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, like, what, like, when you say like you thought the other movies were better,
the other movies on on the list.
Oh,
are
okay.
better.
Yeah,
I just think they're better. 4th, I have to go with Avengers, the first Avengers. I like that movie so much. That is like, that's just such a good, because it's the first movie where they actually get the superheroes together to fight off a villain. And they introduce Thanos in that movie, who they ultimately end up fighting. So I think it's just it's just so good.
I wouldn't say they introduced him. I would say they more teased him, because they only showed his face at the very end, and they didn't even say like who he was or anything.
I know, but I think that I think that's not an introduction, but I like to think it's not. I like to think I like to think of it as an introduction, because you know he's a big player. You don't know what he's gonna do, but you know he does something, and it's scary.
It's crazy how they had that entire universe.
So
that's
why I like it, because they was the first movie that started off all the other movies after it. That's why I like it so much. 3rd, what do I have left? 3rd, Endgame. Because Endgame was really, 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 really good. But I don't know, I just didn't like that they killed those guys. They just ended, like, they had to leave. I get it. I understand.
They got contracts.
Like, I get they have I get like the real world part, but the fact that, like, you know, they're gone and all that, and
it's sad.
It is sad. I didn't like that part, and I also didn't like the one thing about Endgame that I didn't like compared to the actual Infinity War itself was, I think, the beginning. Personally, the way they kind of brought everyone back into the mix, and they just went and just straight up killed Thanos. The way they did that, I thought it was good, but I thought it could have been executed differently.
Well, when they
funny pun word, execute.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know how they could have did it differently. I don't have any like personal ideas, because I'm not a director. I'm not that smart about that kind of stuff. But the way they did it, I didn't think it was rushed, but I thought, you know, it wasn't. I thought they could have made it a little bit longer. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, and like,
also, Thanos, I didn't like how who fell when they were getting the Mind Stone from Red Skull. That's
not Mind Stone, Soul Stone.
Soul Stone. Who fell? Widow. Black Widow? I didn't like that either. I wish it was Hawkeye. I will not lie, I wish it was Hawkeye. I don't... Look. Only because Black Widow was there for, like, the entirety of Infinity War. And Hawkeye was not. That's why.
Well, so I think that it made sense that it was Black Widow, because Black Widow, she never lost sight of trying to save everyone. Like, because like you had Captain America go be a counselor for like a therapist for like a support group. You had Hawkeye go and like be like a assassin, whatever. And then all these other guys are just kind of breaking off and living their lives. And then Black Widow just never gave up. She kept trying to bring everyone back. And so then her sacrifice just made sense. Yeah,
I think it made sense. But I just wished it was Hawkeye. No offense to Hawkeye fans out there, but I don't know. I wish it was Hawkeye instead.
Yeah, because we didn't get to see as much Scarlett Johansson. That was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer. Scarlett Johansson, that's my celebrity crush out there. No cap. You're welcome for knowing that. Second, Black Panther. Just, you can't go wrong with that movie. I personally, I think that movie is better than pretty much all the other ones.
That's fair.
And multiple of the other ones combined. I just think it's like definitely up there. Especially when they introduced him in Civil War and then they made the movie about him. And then, of course, you have Killmonger, who was a great villain. He had a great backstory.
Yeah.
They had, I like who they're going to cast for Black Panther 2, though. They're casting his sister in the movie.
Did they confirm that his sister is going to be the new Black Panther?
I think they confirmed it, but I'm not sure if it's 100% confirmed, but I think that was like the choice and they're going to confirm it that. But I'm not sure. I thought it was confirmed. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I think it is the sister.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anyway, I think they did a really good job. They tied it in all together really well. I think he couldn't have done any better. So I think it was perfect. That movie was perfect. And then of course Infinity War is number one, just because like you can't.
I think anybody would put Infinity War
more
number one.
perfect than Black Panther. Black Panther was a perfect movie. Just Infinity War was more perfect. Like
Yeah.
I don't think you can get
They're saying
better than that. Like
they're saying their likeliest option is to have
Yeah,
Shuri take on Black Panther.
they should make that. I think that's the best option.
That makes sense too.
I think that's perfect. That's a perfect choice. It just makes the most sense.
M'Baku's been back.
Who?
M'Baku.
Oh, the Snow Tribe guy.
Yeah.
Look, Infinity War, there's not much to be said about that other than that it was perfect. Look, the ending, I know that it left you on a major cliffhanger. The ending was a major cliffhanger. Because I didn't expect that. Nobody expected that.
What, Infinity War?
Yeah, the end of Infinity War. Nobody expected that to happen. I didn't even know there was going to be another movie after that.
I did.
I didn't know that. So when that movie was over, I was like, what? I was like, what? They can just do that. They can just kill half the people and then let it be. I genuinely thought that's what was going to happen. I was so mad. But I think, I don't know. It was perfect. Especially,
Yeah.
I think the people, what I did notice was that they vanished everybody that wasn't an OG Avenger besides, like, I think Rocket and, like, a couple other people.
Yeah.
Like, everybody that stayed alive was was an OG Avenger, which I noticed, which I thought was really smart.
Full cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was really smart. And plus Ant-Man as well, who
Well, because he was the reason that they were able to get everyone back.
yeah, he was the
whole time
reason
traveling.
that and he was in there. Dude, perfect. Just
Yeah.
the way they tied in all the movies was perfect, absolutely perfect. Like, I don't even think you just can't get more perfect than that. You just can't.
Yeah.
Especially in the end when they were all split apart to try and go do something to get, like, I don't know how else to explain it, but like how on Earth you had these guys, and when Thor came in, oh dude, you just can't get any better than that.
Yeah.
You just can't.
All right. Well, these were our lists.
Yes. Not too much of a crazy, loud, exciting episode, but
Well, yeah. Listen, if you're a movie fan, you got to listen to a lot of movies.
You got a lot of good feedback.
So I hope you guys are
stuff.
excited for movies, because movies have been kind of dead since this whole
Yeah.
COVID thing.
Movies.
Trying to
There hasn't been a
hype
lot of
up
good
movies.
movies in the last
I know.
year or so.
I'm glad some good movies are gonna be coming out soon, though.
Yeah, I'm finally. Like,
But,
Far From Home is the only movie I can think of that was good in the last
I know, right?
year or so.
It's crazy.
And Joker, maybe.
Joker was awesome.
Joker was so good.
Yeah, okay,
dude,
well,
that's
we'll say that for another
messed up.
episode.
Scary, weird movie, but,
But,
really good.
Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you've been really enjoying these episodes, please share them with as many people as you can.
Yes.
We're trying to get our name out there, and it's difficult when
Yeah. I mean,
we're not doing bad. We're doing good.
I mean, if you don't recommend us, then you don't have to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know.
obviously, but if you do, then
Yeah.
recommend us if you think somebody
Yeah.
will like us as a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. We might try and reach out to maybe other podcasts and maybe get some recognition from them.
Some collabs going on.
But
That'd be kind of funny. Good mythical podcast.
Good mythical podcast.
Call it.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Literally Podcast. It'll be out. Well, obviously Thursday. We're recording Wednesday.
It's a long episode. This one.
Yeah.
Long episode, but
movies are interesting.
movies are very interesting. I'm a big movie fan.
I need to go do homework. That will
good.
probably take me the rest of the night.
And I need to go get a haircut, apparently. So
Oh, that's sad.
I don't want to get a haircut, but I'm
We gonna go Among Us tonight?
Sure, I'll get on Among Us.
You wish you had Among Us group like us.
Yeah. Wait.
Among Us is fire. James, I better see you on Among Us. I know you're gonna be listening to this.
Yeah, James.
Actually, wait, you're not gonna hear this tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
James.
Yeah,
James.
Jason, he's not gonna hear this tomorrow.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, James.
Yeah, James, you better get on Among Us. All right. Anyways.
We'll have James on someday.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
I
fun.
do want James to be it.
We'll have James on
the
one
podcast.
day.
Be funny. But yeah,
Next week,
Owen.
Next week we'll have Big O, the Big O.
If you guys have any questions for Big O, let us know.
Let us know, and we will be probably talking about just a sneak peek. We'll probably be telling some stories.
Yes,
Which
a
will
lot
be
of stories.
very
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
I don't even know why I'm looking at the camera. It's
Big O's a
dead.
great guy. I know. Yeah, so we'll see you guys. Well, you guys will hear us.
We'll hear you, or
No, we won't hear that.
you'll
We'll
hear us soon.
Au revoir.
Ciao.
No.
Or even it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. It means the same thing.
One day we'll get it. Bye.
Yeah, one day. Goodbye.